Hello everyone and Shabby... Hello everyone and welcome back to the Dusty Classic. I am Shabby Gamer. We are here today in episode 21 for two more first round matches. We're starting things off with the Foundation. Jonathan Gresham and Jay Lethal going up against a team that I've created called the New Age Blade Runners, Warhorse and Darby Allin. Now the original Blade Runners were the Ultimate Warrior and Sting, and I felt like both these guys sort of remind me of those two guys. So I thought we'd give it an opportunity to see how it goes on. Also in this episode, we'll have the Hardy Boyz going up against Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels of SCU, which is a really strong match, to be honest. I think a lot of these ones coming up are pretty strong. Tomorrow's episode, we've got the Funks, Terry Funk and Dory Funk Jr. versus the Natural Disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon. And we'll have Public Enemy, Johnny Grunge and Rocco Rock going up against the Rock and Sock Connection. Of course, the Rock and Mankind. So some really interesting matches coming up over the next couple of days. And we're still got a lot of teams left to show you from round one. I still can't believe how much I went over the top of this, to be honest. But as long as you guys are enjoying it, that's the main thing. At the moment, it's a pretty even match. It looks like the Foundation are slightly more in control, but there's the knees in the face there by Lethal. On Lethal, should I say, sorry, by Allin. Jay Lethal now taking Darby Allin into the Dragon Screw. And now there's a big strike in the face of Warhorse. And now the nice Fisherman Suplex there by Lethal. Foundation are in control. Gresham now taunting on the top corner, which might not be the wisest idea because he's left his teammate Jay Lethal to get caught up from behind by Darby Allin. And now the New Age Blade Runners in control. Big boot across the chest there by Gresham on Warhorse. Remember, these matches are Extreme Rules. No countouts, no submissions, but no countouts, no disqualifications, but pinfalls and submissions must take place inside the confines of the ring. So I've only just got up, so I'm not really... my brain's not working yet, to be honest. As Warhorse taking Lethal up on the top corner. He's going to go here for... is it a superplex? Yes, the superplex on Lethal into the middle of the ring. Darby Allin goes into the pin, but Gresham was able to come back in and break that one up. Yeah, the next match is going to be great, though, isn't it? The Hardy Boyz versus SCU. It's just a really interesting match, that one. SCU. And we do have a split off now then. So it's Gresham and Warhorse inside the ring. Lethal and Darby Allin now battling on the outside of the ring. As Gresham locking in that octopus stretch, but Warhorse able to break free. Gresham never really got it locked in properly. Warhorse now dragging Gresham to the corner. Slam in him head first into the top turnbuckle. There's a figure four leg lock on the outside by Lethal and Darby Allin. Remember, it won't count if Darby does tap on the outside. Warhorse now flattening Gresham, middle of the ring. Up into the power slam. Brings Gresham back up to a standing base. Gresham able to just slide through the arms of Warhorse, break free, and that's the big advantage I think Gresham and Jay Lethal have is going to be their technical ability. And probably their experience as well, to be honest. But, oh, only a 2 count. Gresham nearly had it there from the Samoan drop on the outside. On the inside, even. Massive clothesline there by Warhorse on Gresham. Code red on the outside by Darby Allin on Jay Lethal, and the Blade Runners were in control there for a second until that big clothesline into the back of the head by Gresham on Warhorse. Warhorse now, nice, taking Gresham down with a drop toe hold. But Gresham again catching that leg, and that's what he's all about, really. Oh, looking for that big boot in the head. Warhorse was able to avoid it and then flattens Gresham with an axe handle right in the chest. Lethal and Darby Allin still battling on the outside, and now Warhorse taking Gresham to the outside. It's been a very even match so far between these two teams, that is. Or these 4 people. And 4 people I would like to see some more of. I mean, we've not really used Jay Lethal or Jonathan Gresham yet. I'm a bit worried about going for too many championships, because there are a lot more championships I would like to bring in. As a cruiserweight, obviously we're going to do at some point the Next Generation Championship, which is for future stars. We're going to bring in an MMA-based sort of championship, the shoot fight belt that I had before. I'm thinking the Pure Championship, where you can only win by submission. There's so many championships I want to bring in. I don't want to have too many championships, but at the same time, I don't think it'd be a massive problem. There you go, Warhorse is tapping on the outside, but of course it does not matter. Pinfalls and submissions only count inside the ring, but the damage has been done there by Gresham on Warhorse. Gresham's been busted open here as well, actually. And there's the pin by Gresham on Warhorse as Jay Lethal rolls Darby Allin over into that single leg Boston Crab. Has the damage been done to get the victory from that? It's not the most effective submission in the world, but with enough damage done to the spine, you can get the win out of it. And here's another submission. The knee bar here locked in by Gresham on Warhorse. As Lethal now locking in the figure 4 leg lock on Darby Allin. And Darby able to roll it through. The resilience of these two, Darby Allin and Warhorse, is incredible. The 2 submission specialists, technical wrestling specialists in Jay Lethal and Jonathan Gresham, doing so much hard work, and they just cannot get one of these 2 guys to tap. They just do not want to give up, do they? Do not want to give up at all, but there is the facebuster by Jay Lethal. Gresham slides into the pin. Will that be enough to get them the victory? It is the Foundation. Jay Lethal and Jonathan Gresham pick up the victory, and they will move into round number 2 of this Dusty Classic. But this was a very, very good match. Both these teams really proved how good they were. And I think we could see both these teams do more in the future, to be honest. I'm quite impressed with them. I am quite impressed with them. So yes, it's the Foundation, Jay Lethal and Jonathan Gresham, who move on. Warhorse and Darby Allin with the loss. Of course, Darby Allin, former SWE Hardcore Champion. And this is not going to be the championship for him either, is it? Right, let's move on to match number 2 and see who the Foundation will be facing in round 2. And here is match number 2 then. The Hardy Boyz going up against SCU, Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian. This is going to be a really fun match, this one. I'm looking forward to this. It's another one where I have no idea who's going to win. It's very well balanced. Very is. Both these teams, incredible amount of experience, a lot of years working together as a team. So it'd be interesting to see who does come out on top and gets that match against the Foundation in round number 2. Either way, we're going to lose a very, very strong tag team from this tournament here today. What are you staring at? I don't like it when the cat stares at something I can't see. It freaks me out. Boot in the gut there by Daniels. A boot in the spine and the arm as well. And it's a very mixed and even match at the moment. Matt Hardy rolling Daniels through. There's the big elbow in the top of the head. And it's Hardy and Daniels in the middle of the ring. Jeff Hardy and Kazarian have fallen to the outside. And my neighbours hang around the front of the house. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. I'm going to shut the curtains so he can't see me. I don't want to get in a conversation with him, so I'm shutting the curtains. Proper antisocial, me, I tell you. Daniels with a strike in the face. Another jab in the face of Matt Hardy in the middle of the ring. Jeff is really in control of Kazarian on the outside. I take it back. Commentator's curse there. Kazarian throws Jeff Hardy back into the ring now, and it's 2-on-1 in the middle of the ring. Matt Hardy is back up on his feet, though, slides back in. All 4 men back in the ring. Matt goes up to the top. That was not very smart. Big forearm by Matt. Another strong forearm again. Christopher Daniels looking to try and take Jeff Hardy down there, I think, into a flatliner, but Matt saved him. Frankie Kazarian now taking Matt Hardy up into that vertical suplex. Kazarian around the back. Into the kill switch, the unpretty, whichever way you want to call it, on Matt Hardy. That's a big, impactful move. Jeff has got control of Christopher Daniels. Jeff Hardy, Christopher Daniels is an interesting match, isn't it? That's a singles match I wouldn't mind seeing at some point. Frankie Kazarian now, that nice neck breaker over the top on Matt Hardy. Jeff, though, with a twist of fate on Christopher Daniels. Kazarian's waiting there for Jeff. Takes him up into that vertical suplex once again. Lots of action here. Jeff, though, with a jawbreaker now on Frankie Kazarian. Flattens him. And another flatten there on Christopher Daniels. Both members of SCU roll to the outside. And that's the experience I was talking about there. Very smart. They roll to the outside to make sure they can't get pinned straight away. Matt taking down Christopher Daniels, and the Hardys are in control of the ring. Matt Hardy now into the twist of fate on the outside on Christopher Daniels. That's an impactful move, but he can't take advantage unless he gets Daniels back in the ring, which you just send him in there. Is it going to be enough to still go for the pin? It was a while ago he hit that maneuver. There is the pin. It's the kill switch on the outside by Kazarian. He hasn't seen the pin in the middle. But it doesn't matter because Daniels was able to kick out. That little bit of time of getting Daniels back in the ring cost Matt Hardy there, I think. Oh, boot in the spine. Matt now draping neck breaker there on Frankie Kazarian. I remember weapons are allowed. These are Extreme Rules tornado matches. No disqualifications. Matt Hardy does have a chair. As Jeff now taking down Frankie Kazarian. And he's going to drop the double legs right into the groin. And wow, Matt Hardy was not paying attention to where Christopher Daniels was. He came in and caught him, knocking that chair out the arm. Twist of fate now by Jeff Hardy. Side effect by Matt Hardy. Jeff, you've got to go for the pin. Well, Matt's going to go for the pin after the side effect. 1, 2, and 3. And the Hardy Boys get the victory and they move on. So we'll have the Hardy Boys versus the Foundation in round number 2. It was a good match. I enjoyed this match. Lots of action again. A very even match. Could have gone either way, really. But it does go the way of the Hardy Boys. And that was the side effect that got Matt the victory. Jeff had just hit the twist of fate on Kazarian, so he was staying down. And there was the win. Matt Hardy against Christopher Daniels. Well, there we go. I hope you've enjoyed episode 21 of the Dusty Classic. We've seen the Foundation defeat the New Age Blade Runners and the Hardy Boys defeating SCU. Tomorrow we've got the Funk, Story Funk and Terry Funk going up against the Natural Disasters, and Public Enemy, Rocco Rock and Johnny Grunge up against the Rock and Sock. That should be a very interesting one as well. Hope you've enjoyed. Like I said, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you tomorrow for our next episode of the Dusty Classic. Bye-bye.